Here a problem is given. A particular conducting material has F long R is going to be 1.2. At a particular instant, 10 raised to 29 free electrons per meter cube are going to be injected into a material. The conductivity of the material is 6 into 10 raised to 7 ohms per meter. Determine the relaxation time and the value of the charge density after 4 times a constant value. This is what the relaxation time is of 4 times it's of a charge density. That's what we are telling. The time, in terms of time it is. First we have to find out what is the relaxation time. Then we'll go with the what is the second part of this. First, at time is going to be 0. The charge density here is taken as rho 0 exists due to the injected free electrons. Due to free electrons, you will be getting as a rho naught. That is going to be what? The equation is of n into E, where n is the number of electrons per meter cube. Then E for in this case is going to be charge on one electron is of what? It's a general thing. We know that it is of minus 1.6 10 raised to minus 9 coulombs. Here the rho naught is going to be, they already given how many electrons are free electrons are going to be, that is 10 raised to 29. 10 raised to 29 into minus 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19, that is going to be equals to just a simple maths you can do of that. You will be getting as minus 1.6, 10 raised to 29 is there, 19 is there, they will be getting as 10 raised to 10 coulombs per meter cube. Then they already given what is our conductivity, that is sigma is going to be equals to 6 into 10 raised to 7. In this case the F long R is given as 1.2 and our relaxation time equation is of F long divided by sigma. Hoping you are knowing, we already taken off all the equations. Once you go through the theory part, then it will be easy to remember this. F long divided by sigma, that is going to be equals to F long R into F long naught divided by sigma. Substitute for F long R and F long naught, you know that you substitute here 1.2 into 8.854 into 10 raised to minus 12 divided by 6 into 10 raised to 7. Just use your calci and do the calculation. You will be getting as 1.7708 into 10 raised to minus 19 seconds. It is of a relaxation time. And our rho v, that is the what it has to observe here, charge density after 4 times of a constant. The value we have to find out. For that reason, here that is rho v is going to be decaying function. Therefore, rho v is going to be rho naught into e raised to minus t divided by tau, where our t is going to be, the time is going to be 4 times the relaxation time. For that reason, 4 into tau. Hence, what is the equation will be changing? Instead of t, I can write as 4 tau. Tau get cancels and remaining is of e raised to minus 4 only. We know what is our rho naught. We already calculated here. That you have to write substitute here. Then go for e raised into e raised to minus 4. A simple maths. You go with the multiplying of this. Then we will be getting as minus 0.293 into 10 raised to 9 coulombs per meter cube. This is what the problem. This problem will be asking for 4 marks, or else sometimes it may ask for 6 also. We don't know about that. Here a small derivation will be coming here. Determine the resistance of the insulation of a coaxial cable of length L. We have to find what is the resistance of this coaxial cable with the length it is having of L. This is the cable what it is going for, with the inner radius is A and outer radius is going to be B, and with the length of L. The radius of the conductor is of A, while the total radius along with the insulation it is of a B. Along with this insulation it is of a B. Then there is a insulation over a conductor, and resistance of this insulation is to be, we have to calculate that, is to be obtained. The insulation offers a resistance to flow of a current I from inner conductor towards the surface. Hence the surface area normal to the direction of the flow of current is in the radial, and it is given by the area what it is going to be covering. That S is going to be 2 pi r into the length, that is it's going to be L. Then we know our current density J is going to be equals to I divided by surface area. What it's going to cover into AR in the radial distance we are going to take. That is going to be I divided by, substitute for S, 2 pi R into L. And also we know that our current density is going to be sigma times E. From this, what is the electric field? I can go with J divided by sigma. J we already calculated of this. From this equation you substitute here. You will be getting as I divided by sigma 2 pi R into L into AR. And what is our R? Our voltage by current. Simple equation what we are going. Same here it is going to substituting here. R is going to be equals to VAB divided by I, because we want for A to B for that reason insulation. That is going to be equals to minus integration B to A E dot dl. This is a from the differential potential difference equation we are taking the equation of this divided by I. What is our DLR is going to be? It is varying with respect to R. It means it's changing with respect to the radius. So DL is going to be dr into AR in the radial direction. Then the equation R is going to be, just you substitute here E dot EL. E we already know this and multiply with the DL. That's it. Therefore, R is going to be equals to minus integration B to A I divided by sigma 2 pi R into L AR dot dr into AR. AR dot AR is going to be 1 only. Only which term is going to be varying here? It is going to be 1 by R only, right? Everything is a constant. So, I will be taking all the factors constant, that is I divided by 2 pi sigma L. Therefore, remaining is of minus integration B to A 1 by R into dr. That's going to be equals to, what is the 1 by R integration? It's of a ln R. Therefore, minus ln R B to A. Next, apply the limit here. Then you will be getting as minus I divided by 2 pi sigma L ln A minus ln B. That's going to be I divided by 2 pi epsilon naught A L. This minus sign, it's multiplying inside. So, you will be getting as ln B minus ln A. Therefore, R is going to be what? I divided by 2 pi sigma L ln B by A ohms. This is what the resistance you have to. This problem may be asking for 4 marks. How you are going for? How to calculate out the resistance from the insulation coaxial cable. As a small derivation, it may ask. Okay. Next is of simple problems. Every problem is simple. You should know the equations. If you know equations, then you can substitute in an equation and you get the result. That's it. Next problem is of the electric field intensity in a polystyrene with epsilon R is given as 255, filling a free space between the plates of parallel plate capacitors is of 10 kilovolts per meter. The distance between the plates is here, it is taken as 1.5 millimeters. Calculate the flux density, the power, then the potential difference between the plates. This is a power, right? In the while going for the taking our theory classes, we come across with this. Therefore, what is the given parameters in this case? They given what is the electric field intensity given. Electric field intensity given. Flux density is easy to find. Therefore, our D is going to be epsilon naught epsilon into E, but here it's going to be, it is in a medium for that reason, epsilon naught into epsilon R into E. They already given what is our mod of E, that is here it is going to be 10 into 10 raised to 3 kilovolts per meter. Therefore, substitute for epsilon naught and epsilon R, 8.854 into 10 raised to minus 12 into 255 into 10 raised to 4 I can write. You can write it in this way. Then use your calci. Then you will be getting as 2.2577 into 10 raised to minus 5 coulombs per meter square. This is one problem. Next, the power is going to be equals to xi E epsilon naught into E. Observe where our xi is going, how you will be getting epsilon R minus 1. This you have to remember this part. Our xi is going to be epsilon R, how many it's given, minus of 1. That's going to be 254 Then remaining, you just go on substituting 254 into F long naught value and with the E value. Then you will be taking as 2.2489 into 10 raised to minus 5 coulombs per meter square. This is one thing. Next, our V is nothing but our E into D, that is the how many distance what it is going for, that is electric field intensity is of 10 raised to 10 into 10 raised to 3. Then our distance between of these is 1.5 into 10 raised to minus 3. Then you will be getting as, just use simple maths, you will be getting voltage potential difference as 15 volts. This is a simple problem. Each may ask for 5 to 6 marks or else 4 marks. Like these questions will be asking. Next is of a copper conductor having a 0.8 millimeter diameter and the length 2 centimeter, carries a current of 20 amps. Find the electric field intensity, the voltage drop and the resistance for 2 centimeter length. Assume conductivity of a copper is of 5.8 into 10 raised to 7 Siemens per meter. This is what the question it is given. Like this question it will be asked for 6 marks. What are things are given for us? What is the D value? It is of 0.8 and L is of 2 centimeter and I is of where it is 20 amps. From this we want field intensity, voltage drop, right? Therefore, what is the current density is going to be I divided by S. It's going to be equals to I divided by pi by 4 d square. It's an area that you have to remember which area. Just basic maths for the circle, for a volume, for a cube. What are the areas? If you remember that you have to substitute here. That's going to be equals to 20 divided by pi by 4 into 0.8. 0.8 into 10 raised to minus 3 whole square. Calculate for this, you will be getting as 39.788 into 10 raised to 6 amperes per meter square. You got your current density. If you got your current density, we can find out electric field intensity. That is, the equation is going to be J is going to be equals to sigma times your electric field intensity. I want the electric field intensity. Therefore, E is going to be J divided by sigma. That is going to be equals to 39.788 into 10 raised to 6 and 5.8. They given the conductivity, so you can substitute here. That is going to be equals to 0.686 volts per meter. This is what we got the electric field intensity. Next is of what? Voltage drop we have to calculate. That is, voltage drop is going to be what? Electric field intensity with respect to the how much it is given. The length. It's of here it is given as 2 centimeters. Therefore 2 into 10 raised to minus 2. Then you will be getting as 0.0137 volts. This is what the problem. And next we have to find out what is the resistance for. Then R is going to be V divided by I. We know from this we calculated what is the V and current is of 20 amps. Therefore 0.0137 divided by 20 you will be getting as 6.86 into 10 raised to minus 4 ohms. Next problem is a conducting sphere of radius 5 centimeter has a total charge is going to be 1 microcoulombs. The sphere is surrounded by a inhomogeneous dielectric, means different dielectrics medium we have to going to be here. With a sphere, R is in between of 5 and 10 centimeters, in which relative permittivity varies as F long R is going to be 0.1 divided by R. Then a second conducting spherical surface is at 10 centimeters. Calculate the potential difference between difference and the capacitance between the conductors. This is how a construction is going to be. This is within, it is of 5 centimeter, and the outer is of 10 centimeters, and the our F long R is inversely proportional to 1 by R with respect to R, which is going to be considering. This is how the arrangement based on the question, what it is given. In blank or in a blinded mode, when the R is in between of two elements A, B, whatever the values it's given, just you in your mind should come as it is of a two concentric rings. Then you go with the what is the next things are given in the question paper. If you at least you can draw it off up to this, that will be enough. Okay. Then we know this relation is known, that is F long R is inversely proportional to the radius, that is how it's going to be 1 by R. The standard formula for the spherical capacitor we can't be using for that reason. Then in spherical conductors, E at a radial distance of R is going to be what? It's a basic formula, that is E is going to be Q divided by 4 pi F long into R square into AR volts per meter. Then what is the potential difference? We know, that is V is going to be minus negative to positive, means in this case from charges how it is going to be. A capacitor is, if you are going to take in, means it will be having one side is a negative part and another is a positive part, right? That is E dot dl, that is what is the limit is going to be for here. The outer is of 10 and inner is of 5 centimeters. Therefore R is going to be radius, in terms of radius I am telling, 10 centimeters to 5 centimeter. What is our E is of Q divided by 4 pi F long R square AR. DL, if it is given in terms of radius, means it will be, it's varying with respect to radial distance only. For that reason dr into AR only. Then only the varying factor with here it is of R square only, right? Therefore it's going to be equals to minus Q divided by 4 pi F long. Observe here, it is written in terms of your 10 raised to minus 2, it's multiplied here. For that reason 0.2 to 0.05 you are getting here. Then that's going to be equals to 1 divided by, somewhere I missed, I will tell about this 0.1 divided by R. Here sorry, F long naught, here it's going to be taken. Observe, F long is going to be F long naught, it's taken. F long R is of, they only given, I forgot that, 0.1 divided by R. That's why it is substituted here 0.1 into 0.1 divided by R into R square. Then R square, 1 R is there, you will be remaining of R only. Then this 1.1 I can write in terms of a numerator, it is of 10 divided by what is remaining is of R into dr. That's it. Then that's going to be equals to what? Just 10 is a constant again. 10 Q divided by 4 pi F long naught. Our 1 by R integration is going to be ln R. The limit is going to be 0.05 to 1.1. Then substitute of that. Then by using your calci you go with. And here the total charge it's given as 1 microcoulombs Q. Therefore you substitute that as 1 into 10 raised to minus 6. Then you will be getting as 62.298 kilovolts. This is what the potential difference we got. Then from the potential we can find out what is our capacitance. Capacitance is the charge to the potential what it is going to be applying. So equation is going to be Q divided by V. That's going to be equals to 1 into 10 raised to minus 6 divided by 62.298 into 10 raised to 3. That's going to be 16.051. It depends by using calci. You can write it in terms of micro, pico, which is convenient for you. You can write it, but while representing, be in a correct fashion. 16.051 picofarads. This is one problem. This is once it is asked, I think, in the question paper. Next problem, the relative permittivity of dielectric in a parallel plate capacitor varies linearly from 4 to 8 if the distance of separation of plates is of 1 centimeter and area of cross section of plates is of 12 centimeter square. Find the capacitance. We have to find what is the capacitance here. This is how the figure it is showing how it's placed. Right here F long R1 is going to be 4. Here it is going to be 8. This is a positive charges. Here it is going to be negative charges. Its of total distance is in between of these two is of 1 centimeter. That's what the given parameters for us. Then the F long R varies linearly from 4 to 8 along the x direction. The equation for linear equation is going to be what? F long R is going to be kx plus a constant. At x is going to be equals to 0, F long R that is going to be equals to F long R1, that is nothing but 4. 4 is going to be equals to what? X is 0 means you will be getting as constant only. 4 is going to be equals to C. Therefore, C is going to be equals to 4. Then at x is going to be equals to 0.01. F long R is going to be what? The next after 1 centimeter. That's going to be F long R2 is going to be 8. That is 8. That is then substitute in the equation of this part. That is 8 going to be equals to 0.01 into k plus 4. From this, find out what is k value. K is going to be 400. Therefore, F long R is going to be what? We find out what is the k and also what is c value. Therefore, it is a 400 into x plus 4. Take this as equation 1. Now, we'll go with the, let the plate at x is going to be equals to 0. It is carrying a positive charge. We are assuming that it is consisting of a positive charge. It's just like an assumption. Then our E1 is going to be for the positive charge. It is of plus rho s divided by 2 times F long. This equations is already taken, okay, into AX. These are like standard equations. Due to plate at x is going to be equals to 0. And for the negative part, where we are considering the next plate, that is with the distance 1 centimeter, all are a negative charges. It is also assumption. Therefore, our E2 is going to be minus rho s divided by 2 times F long. It is in terms of negative part, for it is a minus AX due to our plate x is going to be equals to what? 0.01. Next, what is total electric field? It is going to be E1 plus E2. Therefore, 1 by 2 is going to be minus of minus is going to be plus. Therefore, you will be getting as E1 plus E2 is going to be rho s divided by F long into AX. In between of the two plates, what it's going to be considering. Next, therefore, V is going to be what? Minus integration negative to positive E dot dl, that is going to be equals to minus integration from final to the initial point. For that reason, final point is of what? 0.01 to the 0 rho s divided by F long in AX dot dx into AX. Then our F long is of what? F long naught into F long R. It's going to be F long R is of what? We calculated here. That is 400x plus 4. That you have to substitute here. Then your equation is going to be minus rho s divided by F long naught is taken outside. And remaining is of with the limit 0.01 to 0. 1 divided by 400x plus 4 into dx. That is going to be equals to minus rho s divided by F long naught. Then this is here the whole is taken as 1 by r. It is of ln r is going to be, therefore ln 400 x plus 4 with the limit 0.01 to 0 divided by 400, where it is, this is a constant that you have to take in a denominator part. Then go for simplification of this. Then you will be getting as minus rho s divided by 400 F long naught ln. After substituting the limits, you will be getting ln 4 by 8. Then go for solving of this part and substitute for F long naught value. That's going to be equals to minus rho s into minus 0.6931 divided by 400 into 8.854 into 10 raised to minus 12. You'll be getting as 195.715 into 10 raised to 6 rho s, that is in terms of volts. This is, we got a potential. Next, we want the capacitance of this area. Then Q is going to be, we know this, it is of surface area into A, that's going to be, C is going to be what? Q divided by V, that is going to be rho S divided by 195.715 into 10 raised to 6 into rho S. Rho S get cancels, and A value it's given here, that is area, that is going to be 12 centimeters square, that is for that reason 12 into 10 raised to minus 4 divided by 195.715 into 10 raised to 6. Therefore, you will be getting as 6.1313 picofarads. This is what the capacitance you will be getting. This problem it's asked in the exam for 6 marks. In the similar way, but here it is given in a different problem where we are going to be using of two dielectrics and a conductor's medium. The boundary conditions what we learnt in the theory way, based on that this problem is going to be at a boundary between a glass here it is taken as F long R is going to be given as 4 and air. The lines of electric field make an angle of 40 degrees. Here it is electric field lines, it's going to be 40 degree with the normal to the boundary. If the electric flux density in the air is taken as 0.25 microcoulombs per meter cube, determine the orientation, how much it's going to be, and a magnitude of electric flux density in the glass. In a physics we learned air, glass mediums, what is the orientation is going to be, right? In the same way the problem is going to be carrying further. This is how they figure for this. This is a boundary condition here. Here it is of air and here it is of a glass. Air is F long R is always 1, and for glass it is going to be, here it is given as 4. Then this is a normal, here it is taken as dN1. Here for this medium it is of dN2. Here it is going to be d tan 1. What is the orientation it's going to be? It's of 40 degrees. 40 degrees. This is what? Theta 1. We don't know what is theta 2 here. How much the after inclination, how much we'll be getting, we don't know of that. And here for this d1 comma e1, for the second medium it is of d2 comma a2, and here it is going to be d tan 2. This is what the figure it is of. Next, from the boundary between two dielectrics, air is also dielectric and glass is also dielectric. So the condition is of what? dN1 is should be equals to dN2, right? Therefore, we know these two equations. That is En1 divided by En2 is going to be F long 2 divided by F long 1. D1 is going to be what? In this case it is given as 0.25 microcoulombs per meter cube. That you have to take here. Then from the figure, what is cos theta is going to be dN1 here. dN1 it's divided by d1, this one. Therefore, cos 40 is going to be dN1 divided by 0.25. Therefore, dN1 is of what? Cos 40 into 0.25 will be getting as 0.1915 microcoulombs per meter cube. This is what you will be getting. Then dN1 is going to be equals to dN2, means dN2 is also going to be equals to what? The same value, 0.1915 microcoulombs per meter square. Therefore, then what is our d1? It's going to be, it's a square root of dN1 square plus d tan 1 whole square. Therefore, we want what is d tan 1. We don't know of that part. For that reason, substitute for d1 and dn1 and go for calculation of d tan theta 1, d tan 1. Therefore, d tan 1 is going to be 0.1607 microcoulombs per meter square. Therefore, d tan 1 divided by d tan 2 is of what? Observe here, for this is different and for this is different. Flux density is different, inductive field intensity is going to be different. F long 1 divided by F long 2 here. Therefore, here it's going to be with the different mediums, that is F long R1 divided by F long R2. We don't know about d tan 2, therefore take off that part. D tan 2 is going to be F long R2 divided by F long R1 into d tan 1. What is F long R2? Here it is going to be, it's of 4 divided by 1 into 0.1607. You will be getting as 0.6428 microcoulombs per meter square. Then what is our D2 is going to be? Instead of D1, just replace with the N2 and D tan 2. The same steps further it's going to be what you'll be getting after substitution. D tan 2 we know, and dn2 is of what? The same value. Then you substitute here. There we will be getting as 0.6707 microcoulombs per meter square. Then we don't know what is the angle in between of these. What is the it's going to be? That's why we want that cos theta 2 value. Cos theta 2 is of what? dn2 divided by d2 based on the figure here. Therefore, I can write here as dn2 divided by d2. Just you substitute here. You'll be getting as 0.2855. Then cos inverse of this value will be getting in the theta 2 value. That is going to be 73.41 degree. This is what the problem. Again, this question is asked in the exam. Again for 6 marks. Minimum you will be getting from this part minimum 6 marks for the problem and also for the theory also. One more problem. Here it is of a spherical condenser has a capacity of 54 picofarads and it consists of two concentric spheres differing radii by 4 centimeters and having air as a dielectric. Find what is the radii. What is given for us? They given the charge capacitance, that is 54 picofarads, and what is the difference they given? What is the difference between of these? What we have to kind of find out? We have to find out what is the first radius and what is the second radius, that is A and B we have to find out. For that reason B minus A they given as 4 centimeter, and the medium what it is they are placing is of, it is of a air. For that reason F long R is going to be equals to 1 only. Then for spherical capacitors, it has a capacitance. The equation is standard capacitance equation. You should know of this. C is going to be 4 pi F long naught divided by 1 by A minus 1 by B, where B is greater than A. Then substitute for all here. C we know. Substitute that 4 pi F long is going to be F long naught into F long R. That you have to substitute here. Then it's done a simplification here. Take an LCM and after taking LCM and writing here, it's going to be AB divided by B minus A into 10 raised to minus 12. This is for centimeters. Then you will be getting as, go for calculation of the whole part. What they given? B minus A they already given for us. That is going to be what? 4. 4 into 10 raised to minus 2. That here it is substituted. Then what you will be getting? After calculation of the this multiplying with this and dividing of this part here, then you will get remaining is of AB. That's going to be 1.9413 into 10 raised to minus 12. You will be getting. Then from equation of here, what is taken? We will be getting AB. Then I can taken here as B is going to be what? 4 plus A. 4 into 10 raised to minus 2 plus A will be getting. Then go for substituting a simple linear equations. Just you can do of that. A, B we got of this part. A, this equation is substituting here. A into 4 into 10 raised to minus 2 plus A, that's going to be equals to 1.9413. Just you substituted here. Then go for your, take this part this side and multiply A with the whole and find out the values of this. By using calci, you will be getting the direct linear equation. You will be getting that what are the two values. or else by using of your basic maths rule you can do any one method. Okay, directly you can by using calci you can do of that. It will be reducing the time. A you will be getting as 0.1207 meters. Therefore, what is our B? B is going to be 4 plus A, that is going to be 4 into 10 raised to minus 2 plus A, it's going to be 0.1607 meters. One more thing, don't take the negative values here. What you will be getting, take the positive values only. Radius is not in a negative way, right? For that reason, this is how we have to go with the finding of the different radius when it is given in the what is the difference in the radius. This problem it will be asking for 4 marks. 4 or 6 we can't tell. In some question paper they will be asking 4. In some other the same question it will be asking for 6 also. For that reason, this is one problem. Okay. Next is a let A is going to be a 120 centimeter square and D it's going to be area and diameter is of 5 millimeters and F long R is given as 12 for the parallel plate capacitors. The last part what we taken in the theory way, that is parallel plate capacitors. First thing what we have to do, we have to calculate the what is the capacitance. Next, after connecting a 40 volts battery across the capacitor, after connection we should calculate what is the field intensity, flux density, then charge and also total energy stored. Means the whole whatever learnt in the whole second module, all the things we have to find out. Then the source is now removed. First it is applied and then it is removed and the dielectric is carefully withdrawn from the plates. Then again calculate what is EDQ and as for the energy. This is third one. Then last one is of what is the voltage between the plates. 4 cases they given, we have to find based on the given parameters. We know the first case capacitance is going to be what? C is going to be where it is placed. It depends. We came to know that our capacitance is depends on the area. It's not depends on the what is the potential and what is the charge it is going to be consisting of. That the equation you have to calculate. Take that equation because they are not given as a values in terms of a charge or else in terms of a potential. For that reason, we don't go with the Q by V. Go with the depends on the area. For that reason, C is going to be what? F long times A divided by D. Everything is given. Just you substitute here. F long naught into F long R. 12 it's given. Then A is already given. 120 centimeter square. And it is given square means go with the 10 raised to minus 4. Then divided by 5 into 10 raised to minus 3. That is about the diameter. Then you will bring as 255 picofarads. This we got. Next is of what? They given what is the potential, that is 40 volts. We want the charge. Is it possible to find out? Yes. The relation is of what? C is going to be Q by V. All the equations we know. Just you have to use of those. That's it. Q is going to be what? CV. C is of, we already calculated, 255 into 10 raised to minus 12 pico into 40. You will be getting as 10.2 nanocoulombs. Then E is of what? V divided by D. What is the distance is going to be? That's going to be 40 divided by 5 into 10 raised to minus 3. You will be getting as 8 kilovolts per meter. Then D is of what? F long times E. If you find out one by one, it will be easy for us. That's going to be F long naught, F long R into E. Just go on substituting here. You will be getting as 0.85 microcoulombs per meter square. What is the energy is going to be? 1 by 2 times CV square. This equation you have to remember. What is stored energy? Last part we taken. What is the WE? In a different cases it's written. I hope you are remembered. Okay. That is going to be equals to what? 1 by 2. Substitute for C and also for the V. Then you will bring it as 0.204 microjoules. This is what? For the second case. Next is of what? When it is potential is removed. So source and dielectrics are removed. Even though we are going to remove the dielectric medium or else a source, Q on the surface is going to be remaining same. Means previous case what we find out for the Q, it will be remaining same only. Therefore, Q is going to be 10.2 nanocoulombs. Now, D is going to be what? That is going to be rho S. That is nothing but Q divided by A. That's going to be Q we know and area we know. Take this equation 0.85 microcoulombs per meter square. Then E is of what? D by epsilon naught we can go with. Substitute for epsilon naught only because its dielectric medium is removed. For that reason epsilon r is not going to be affecting here. Therefore, you will be getting as 96 kilovolts per meter. Hoping you are getting off this part. And what we have to calculate? V is now, it's not same across the plates. It's going to be changing now. Therefore, what is the energy stored? WE is going to be, I am using 1 by 2 CV square instead of V. What I am going for? I will be substituting Q divided by C, 1 by 2 C Q divided by V and square. What I will be getting here? Q square divided by 1C will get cancelled. Therefore, Q square divided by C. This will remain, it's going to be changing. It's removed, right? For that reason. Then, what is our C is going to be in equation? Epsilon time A divided by D. Observe here, we are going to be considering of epsilon naught only. That part is important. Hoping you got this. Everything is mentioned here, so you can understanding of thing. I hope. That's going to be what? Substitute for epsilon naught. A it's given, D is given. Just you go with that substitution and calculate. You will be getting as 21.249 picofarads. Then WE is going to be what? 1 by 2. We know about our Q square. It will be remaining same. For that reason, 10.2 10 to 10 raised to minus 9 whole square divided by our capacitance is of what? This one. 21.249 into 10 raised to minus 12. Then we will be getting as 2.448 microjoules. Then go for what is the V value? The last question is of what is that? What is the voltage between the plates? That is V is going to be Q by C. Q is of what? 10.2 into 10 raised to minus 9 divided by the capacitance is going to be, observe here, 21.249 picofarads. After removing of that part, you have to find out what is the potential. Don't go with the back. What's going to be already 40 given, not that one. Go with the, for the second case when it is removed. Then what is the potential in between of the capacitance? You will be getting as 480 volts. This is what the problem. Like these problems, minimum for 6 marks they will be asking. Next is of an electric field strength 3 volts per meter in air enters a dielectric. The orientations of electric fields with respect to the boundary in air and dielectric are going to be taken as 30 degree and also with the 60 degree respectively. Find the relative permittivity of the dielectric. Also find the electric field strength in the dielectric. For understanding of this, you should go back to your physics, what you learned. Based on that, you should go with the calculation method. Same thing what you taken in the physics, the same steps are going to be continuing here. Then the arrangement is going to be what? The first dielectric is of what? Air. Then it's of dielectric medium is of epsilon R2 is taken. Here it is going to be En1. Here it is going to be En2. And this is the E tan 2, E tan 1. What is the angle is going to be? It is of 30 degree here. Observe here. The orientation of the electric fields with respect to the boundary. Observe here. It's not with respect to the normal. It's with respect to the boundary. Boundary means from the boundary it is covering a 30 degree here. And then from the boundary it is covering 60 degree here. But we want what? Theta 1 and theta 2. And the total angle of the medium or the boundary with the any of the dielectric is going to be, the orientation is going to be a perpendicular. This is basics we know. For that reason, if I want my theta 1, what I should do? 90 minus 30, here it's going to be 90 minus 60. You will be getting as theta 2. Therefore, the same thing is done here. The angles are given with respect to the boundary. For that reason, the theta 1 is going to be what? 90 minus 30 will be getting a 60. And for theta 2, it's going to be 90 minus 60. It's going to be a 30 degree. We find out what is our theta 1 and theta 2 with respect to the normal. Whenever you're going to go with the taking the angles, when the problems asked based on the boundary, the angle should be it's given in terms of a normal. Don't go with the boundary condition. If it is given in the boundary, convert that to the normal angle with respect to the normal. Okay. Then at the boundary, two perfect dielectrics, dn1 is going to be equals to dn2. This we know. And the second equation is going to be in terms of electric field intensity, En1 divided by En2 is going to be F long 2 divided by F long 1. The flux density D tan 1 divided by D tan 2 is going to be F long 1 divided by F long 2. Reverse of these two. Then go on substituting of this. Theta tan 1 divided by theta tan 2 is going to be what? F long 1 divided by F long 2. That's going to be F long 0 times F long R1 divided by F long R2 into F long R0. It's going to be cancelling. Then F long R1 is of 1 divided by F long R2. We don't know of that part. It's air. For that reason, if it is air, it's given means in your mind it should come as F long value is 1. Then theta 1 is of what? 60 and theta is of 30. That's going to be 1 divided by F long R2. Then go find out the value for F long R2. That's going to be 0.333. Then cos theta 1 is of En1 divided by E1. Then cos theta 2 is En2 divided by E2. Then dividing of these two, cos theta 1 divided by cos theta 2 is going to be En1 divided by E1 into E2 divided by En2. But En1 to En2 is of what? F long 2 divided by F long 1. That you substitute here. Then go for your angle substitution. Theta 1 and theta 2, 60 and 30. Then F long 2 divided by F long 1 into E2 divided by E1. Then substitute for what is the values you will be getting. That you have to do 0.5 divided by 0.860. That's going to be F long 2 is going to be 1 divided by, we calculated for F long R2, that you have to substitute here 0.333 into E2 we don't know, and E1 is given as 3 volts per meter. Therefore, E2 is of what now? It's going to be 0.5767 volts per meter. This is what a problem, how it should go for. Simple. This may ask for 5, ask 6 marks, or else maybe for 4 marks also. This is based on your parallel plate capacitors. A simple is going to be, once you go through this part you do as assignment, that is 5.29. Go through this. If you are not understood, means we will go for this part. Simple, everything it's given, you have to analyze, that's it. We'll go for one more problem. It's of given the current density J is going to be 4 divided by R square cos theta AR plus 20 into E raised to 2R sin theta A theta minus R sin theta cos pi into A pi. Find what is J and what is R. It's it's given as R is going to be 3, theta is going to be 0, and pi is of pi only. Where J is of what? The given equation. You have to write it and substitute for R, theta and pi in the given equation. Simple, right? You will be getting what is our current density. Simple, very simple, right? The question is going to be, you will be getting as 4 divided by 9 AR amperes per meter square. Like this problems also asking. Sometimes they may ask for 2 marks also, some of the problems. Okay. This is one problem, and one more problem is of find E and J, a field intensity and current density, to drift the velocity of 6.0 into 10 raised to minus 4 meters per second in the case of silver conductor using the data, what is given for us, the conductivity is given for the silver, it's of 61.7 mho per meter, and the mobility, micro silver, its mobility is given as mu, that is 5.6 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter square per volts in terms of second. Then the solution is going to be, the drift velocity is going to be Vd, that's going to be equals to the given parameter, and sigma is given for us and mu is given for us. What is our Vd is going to be? It is mu times of E into electric field intensity. Then what is our Vd is given? We want our E and mu is already given. Just you substitute here. You'll be getting as E, that is 0.1071 volts per meter. And what is our density? Current density is going to be, J is going to be conductivity times of your electric field intensity. Conductivity is given, multiply with the E, what we calculated previously. Then you will be getting as 6.6107 amps per meter square. These problems, minimum for 2 to 4 marks, it will be asking. It's asked also. Next, one more problem is given. The region where Z is less than 0 is composed of a uniform dielectric material with F long R is going to be 3.2, and the region Z is going to be greater than 0 is characterized by the F long R is going to be equals to 2, and the condition is given if the flux density is going to, D is going to be minus 30 AX plus 50 AY plus 70 AZ nanocoulombs per meter square. From this part, what we have to find out? We have to find out what is D2, theta 1 and also theta 2. This actually it stands for 6 marks. First go with the figure. Where here it's going for, here it is going to be a theta D1, it's going to, here it's going to be D2, it's passing through this, and they are not telling that it's whether it is of which medium, they are telling a uniform dielectric material is of. Then F long R1 is given, that is 3.2, and F long R for other it's also given, that is 2. F long R2 is given already for us. This medium, what it is taken, observe here, Z is greater than 0. Z is greater than 0 means it is passing from Z1. If I take Z1 to Z2, here it's Z1, Z where it is of less than 0. From this part, it's moving to the another way. Like where it is, Z is greater than 0. And we know that dT1 divided by F long R1 is going to be dtan, it's of tan only, dT2 divided by F long R2. Then dN1 is going to be, actually should be a capital, make that correction when you are writing in the book. dN1 is going to be equals to dN2, that is going to be what, only it is varying with respect to Z only, observe here. For that reason it is going to be A70 AZ. Then D1 is of what, minus 30 AX plus 50 AY plus 70 AZ, but we don't know what is D2. That is going to be, just you write as D2X AX, D2Y AY plus D70. This for both it's given 70. Because from this relation we can write it as 70 AZ. Then based on this equation we can write here as dt1 is going to be minus 30 divided by, based on this, divided by 3.2. Our F long R1 is of 3.2. That's going to be d2x divided by 2. Here it is 2. Based on this relation, I am writing the equation here. d2x is of what? From this, it's going to be minus 60 divided by 3.2. You'll be getting as minus 18.75. In the same way, go for the next part of for d2y. That is, it's going to be 50 divided by 3.2. That's going to be d2y divided by 2. d2y is going to be 100 divided by 3.2. That's going to be 31.25. Then from this, we got all the values. We can find out what is d2 is going to be minus 18.75 ax plus 31.25 ay plus 70 az nanocoulombs per meter square. We got our d2. Next is of, we have to find theta 1. and also theta 2. Then d1 dot az is going to be what? 70. That's going nothing but mod of d1 times of cos theta. Therefore, mod of d1 is of what? Take the square root and squaring of individual. 30 square, 50 square, 70 square. That square root will be getting as 91.1043. Then from theta 1 I want, therefore theta 1 is going to be cos inverse of this value. Then will be getting as 70 divided by 91.1043 will be getting as 39.794 degrees. In the same way, go for in terms of theta 2. Again, same steps, and you will be getting as 27.5024 degrees. Then tan theta 1 divided by tan theta 2 is going to be f log r1 divided by f log r2. That's going to be, we know what is theta 1, theta 2, that you substitute here, and you'll be getting some values that it's going to be, and all calculation will be getting as 1.5999. Then f log r1 divided by f log r2 is of what? 3.2 divided by 2. Therefore, it will be getting as 1.6. These are things what they asked, theta 1, theta 2. We got all the values here. This is one problem. A simple next is of small derivation is going to be, a capacitor has a square plates. Each of side is going to be A in terms of meters. The plates makes an angle of theta with each other. Show that for small angle theta, the capacitance is going to be f log naught a square divided by d 1 minus a theta divided by 2d times of farads. This is the how the arrangement is going to be. XY, where is 0 volts, and theta is of this part, and we are here the whole is of A, and the midpoint is going to be A by 2, and here it's going to be A sin theta. Let the lower plate is at 0 volts and upper plate of this part is of V dash volts. The upper plate is making an angle of theta degrees of this span with the lower plate, with this lower plate. If I take the parallel, it's the same. Then now the potential V varies with the Y only. It is varying with respect to Y only. Hence, let the potential of the upper plate is of taken as V dash at the center of the plate. That is, at the center of the plate, for this here it is taken. X is going to be what? A by 2, and Y is going to be the distance d plus a sin theta by 2. It's going to be. Then at y is going to be equals to d plus a sin theta by 2, where our v is going to be v dash for the upper plates. And by using the Laplace equation, that is del square of v is going to be dou square v divided by dou y square. It should be 0. That's what he is telling. We proposed in a Laplace equation, we came to know of that part. Then what we are going for? Integrating 2 times so that I can get what is a v. For that reason, integrating once, you'll be getting a constant k1, and again integration, you'll be getting as v is going to be k1 into y plus k2. Then at y is going to be equals to 0, our v is also going to be 0, and again k2 is also going to be 0. Then at y is going to be equals to d plus a sin theta by 2. Here the condition is of what? V should be equals to V dash. Therefore, hence the equation is going to be what? V dash is going to be, I can substitute here as this, in this case, d plus a sin theta divided by 2 of k1. It's going to be. Therefore, k1 is of what here? V1 divided by d plus a sin theta by 2. Then if I substitute, simplify, take the LCM, then we'll be getting as 2 V dash divided by 2d plus a sin theta. Then v is of what now? It's going to be 2 v dash divided by 2d plus a sin theta times of your y. Then electric field intensity is going to be minus del v. That's going to be minus dou v divided by dou y with respect to y into ay. We got a v. Therefore, it will be getting as minus 2 v divided by 2d plus a sin theta into ay. With respect to y is 1. So the whole constant will be remaining same. That is your volts per meter. Then d is going to be f log naught times e, multiply just with f log naught here, and remaining same. Then rho s is of what? Mod of that value. Mod of d, that's going to be 2 epsilon naught v divided by 2d plus a sin theta coulombs per meter square. Then charge is going to be rho s into area, that's going to be 2 epsilon naught, area is of area square, a square, it's given a for that reason. A square divided by 2d plus a sin theta. Then v is going to be equals to v dash, where it is of a average potential difference between the plates. Next, what we want the capacitance is going to be c is going to be q by v, that's going to be the whole divided by v dash with cancels, you'll be getting as 2 epsilon naught a square divided by 2d plus a sin theta. Then go for simplification here, you'll be getting as 2 epsilon naught a square divided by 2d divided by, here what's done, divided 2d in the numerator and also in the denominator part, that's it. Then 2 get cancels here, then it will be as epsilon naught a square divided by d multiplied with 1 divided by, remaining part is of 1, this 2d get cancels, a divided by a sin theta divided by 2d will be remaining here. And observe here, 1 by 1 plus x, this 1 divided by 1 plus x is nothing but 1 minus x plus x square. Considering of only first two parts, of this part only I am going to take. Therefore 1 plus a sin theta divided by 2d, I can write here as 1 minus a sin theta divided by 2d. Therefore c is going to be what? Epsilon times a square divided by d, 1 minus a sin theta divided by 2d. This is a basic maths equation. Therefore hence theta is very small, therefore sin theta is going to be nearly equals to theta, hence c is going to be equal to epsilon naught a square divided by d into 1 minus a theta divided by 2d farads. This is what the proof of the given problem. Okay, we'll stop here.